Okay. You see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, the project's journey start here with inbound and outbound. And this is what we just talk right now. Basically, hey, Lamek, what's going on?
Hello.
Hey, man.
Hello. So this is the part. Then and let me just write down Miller notes. That will be easier. Okay. So this one, it's marketing. Okay.
Okay.
This is the marketing part of it. This is your internal marketing. The internal marketing consists into outreach, right? And posting. So, and then you need to understand right now, it's like if you do, like you said before, if you have 30% of acceptance, right? You have 30% of acceptance. So let's say you go into the full 400, right? Per week. 30% of 400, it's
120, right?
120, yes.
Yeah, something like that.
So you have 120. Let me put this pen right here. You have 120 new connections every single week. Why these two are important? So if you're just doing outbound without posting, you're making half of the equation. It will not be worth it. Because why? Because you have 120 people, right? Let me lines and shape. Okay, I cannot do it thinner, but you have 120 people that are seeing your posts every single week. Remember, a week. Because the interesting thing about LinkedIn that doesn't have the other platforms is that every connection that you have is added with the algorithm to the reach of your posts.
Okay.
So a connection is different than a following, because a following you can just see what the other people is posting. A connection is something in both sides, right? So you can see what they do and they can see what you do. So that's why it's a beneficial thing. So if you're doing a lot of outbound and you accumulate a lot of people that can see your post, but you're not posting, right? What you're doing is like you're not showing who you are, what you offer, etc. They will not know you. They will not know you exist. Because after you accept the connection request, you forget that person.
True.
Right. Right. But you forget. But on the other hand, if you're just posting, but if your ICP is not seeing what you're posting, so you're not reaching the right people, you have an audience to reach. You see? So that's why both are important. So both. And I will say, like, inbound, it's more relevant. Why? Because inbound, as we mentioned before, can have more impressions than outbound. What I mean with this, it's like, let me show you just one thing right now. Okay, notifications, post to. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so for example, I have an automatic post. So this is one day, right? And I have a scheduled post. So last week I scheduled all week's posts. Really simple. And this one is a simple one, but has 1,000 impressions, right, in one day.
Oh, nice.
Why this simple? And this is just a random the last one. All of it has 2,000, 1,000 impressions around that, because this is business related. So if it's more a trendy thing, it can be 20,000. If you talk about AI, it's this stuff, like it's bigger, right? But I'm talking to my audience here. Why this is relevant? Because let's say this one in 1 week will be 2,000 impressions. That probably will be more, but let's say 2,000 impressions, right? If you think about it in percentage, because this is accurate in terms of the industry, it will be around 20 to 30% of my ICP. can see this
Hmm.
because I have them connected. Just because I have them connected. If I didn't have them connected, they will not see my posts. See, I have a connection. Okay, so because of that, 1,000 impressions, 2,000 impressions, the 20%, it's right 400 people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm outreaching 400 people just with one post that is automatic, that it take me like 2 minutes. No, less than that, like 90 seconds. Right? So let's say 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, right? And this is how math is really relevant. So in 5 minutes, right? I'll reach 400 people. Right? How much time it will take me to outreach 400 people, just pure outreaching?
That's at least like maybe 4 hours at the minimum.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're talking about 5 minutes versus 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But these 5 minutes can outreach these people because I did the previous work, that is accumulate a big bag of ICPs that are looking at me. You know, this is like posting is like a harvest. You know, it's not seed planting. So an outreaching is seed planting, and posting is harvesting what you did. And also seed planting is both at the same time. The funny thing is, like, I will show you one thing that is super funny, because I'm consistent again on LinkedIn, and I was like a little behind. But what I'm saying is, I start doing this post from this one. This one has 500 impressions, 580. This one's 400. This one 300. This one 300. And this one 1,000. So I say, okay, this one has a pattern that is different. Right? Why? Probably for the zipper animation, it's more, I don't know, attractive.
Complex. Yeah.
Right. And why just one video is the most expensive option? One of projects feel cheaper until you need another one. Right? So it's stronger. So that combination, I need to understand. I need to say, okay, there's something here, so I need to replicate this and make all of this, right? If you combine them, it will be around 4,000, 5,000 impressions, right? So in 1 hour, or let's say, I think I say 1 hour of making this post scheduled, right? So in 1 hour, I have 5,000. If you go 20% of that, 1,000, right? So in 1 hour, I have 1,000 people in my ICP. You see?
Yeah.
That's why, if you think about it, like in hours, like if you do the outreach, and let's do the math of the outreach. So you think about erase all, clear all. Okay. So in the outreach, let's say you have, let's count in 3 months, in 90 days period, right? A week you have 400. In a month, I mean, in a month you have it's 200 max. In a month, 800. So in 3 months you have 2,400 people. And what is your percentage, Jonathan? 30%?
So about 30%, yeah.
Okay. 30%, it's 24, 48,
720.
600, yeah. 720. Right? So this is in 90 days, right? So in 90 days, you have 720 new people that they will see your inbound. So if just doing the outreach, if you're just checking people, and you're adding people into your network, but you're not posting, right? What you're doing is like you are accumulating. It's almost like you're seeing a lot of tutorials, but you're not applying this into your projects. Hey, Karan, what's going on? Adebayo. What's going on, man? So, and that's the thing. You understand? So, these two things come hand to hand. These are not optional. And this is your marketing. Your marketing is super simple. Define your ICP, define who you serve, and max out the connection request of LinkedIn, and make 3-4 posts a week. That's the only thing you need to worry in terms of marketing. Define your ICP, outreach on LinkedIn, meaning like send connection request and just press a button. Hey, Karan, go ahead.
When you say about posting, like what usually to post? I mean,
What you should post?
A project takes a lot of time. Like I'm working on a project and it will like take more 2 weeks to get it completed.
Right. So you don't have past projects that you can post, or you have?
I mean, all of the projects are posted. So,
well, the question is, what should I post if I don't have too many assets to post?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good question. So I have been talking with a lot of people, in the one-on-ones, and they have the same question. And because I have this meeting open to everyone, you will have the same information. So get advantage on this, take action on this, because if you don't take action, nothing will happen. So what to post is really interesting. What is my mouse? Here. When you have let's say you have 15-second projects, really easy. Or you have just one scene, and I will put this one, for example. You have these two scenes. Let's think about it. Maybe only the zipper one.
Okay.
It will take you like 2 hours doing it, because there's a lot of tutorials how to do a zipper with clothing and all that, right? Okay. So let's say you have 2 hours.
Hey there, hope you are enjoying the video. Just a few seconds. If you're stuck below 1K gigs and you want to start closing 5K projects on a monthly basis, this is for you. In the description below, you can apply for our free school community. Inside, you will get a private 3D community, a mindset module, a modeling and animation course, a cinematic 3D lighting course for free, a high ticket sales course free for now, and the vault with our best training. 1 year full of meetings ready for you. Can check it out. Okay, see you there.
Only in this scene, you have 4 posts. Okay, so 2 hour effort is 4 posts. One is the actual render, the actual scene. Okay, the other one is a viewport versus final scene. Okay, versus final scene. Okay, that's another post.
Okay.
And you can go to ChatGPT and write down different posts. You can say, this is my ICP, these are the pain points. Make some posts based on the solutions to their problems. Simple as that. And you add your voice, you feed the machine with your tone of voice, you feed the machine with your way to write down posts. Now he will write as you. Make sense?
Yeah.
You need to feed the machine. Okay. The other post is the breakdown. What is the breakdown? Like the screen recorded of Cinema 4D or whatever software you use. Not the viewport, the screen record. Like like if you open the software, you screen record and you move the camera and you say whatever. You describe your scene, right? And the fourth one It's one lesson that you learn from it. I have this tutorial. I learned this from this person. This was wonderful thing. It's more a personal stuff. What
So
you learn.
like about the project I made, or like
About the same
from
scene.
business perspective.
Right. I mean, let's think about this. I did this tutorial for the zipper, right? So I go and I say, okay, I learned this from this person, or this is what I learned, or this is the way to do it. You can also teach it how to do it. Really simple, right? It will take a little more effort. It would take probably 20, 30 minutes. But what I'm saying you here is like, and this is one scene. You know, this is one scene.
Yeah.
And in one scene, you have how many posts?
4 posts.
4.
But
How many a week you need to do?
4,
uh,
about
4.
3 to 4. Yeah.
Right. So in one post, in one scene, you have 4 posts. Right? Go ahead, Jonathan.
And I find again, like, being that it's social media, there's a bit of a shorter half-life. Like, it's not like back in the day you publish a book and it's like, oh, what do I have to spend more time between it. Like, I even find that if you do 1 week of like these same images and then the next week you do another, the third week you can bring them back maybe in different order. Maybe you like put the wireframe with the render as one, and then this one you do the breakdown with the final render as another image. You just kind of mix and match, and it's easily recyclable.
And why is that is important to understand is because I will put the example that I was saying to you before. So this one, I will see the analytics of this one. This is 1 day post. So
we're not
members.
We're only seeing the millennial.
Oh, you cannot see it. Okay, let me share my screen again. Get stuck. Okay, so impressions, 1,000 impressions, right? Members reach 694 members. Okay, I have almost 1,000 followers, right? What is the mean of that? What is the percentage that the members reach has one post?
Like
67%, right?
Yeah, about 70.
So 7%. I can post the same thing 10 times, and still not everyone will look at it, will not see it. But we think, we have in our mind that we post something and everyone will see it, and everyone will look at it, and everyone will care. First of all, no one will care, and not everyone will see it. Right? So if you reduce that ego thing, right? If you go more humble approach, what you will discover is that you can do a lot of more posts with the same images. And you don't need to care about it.
Can I add something as well, if it's okay, Pedro?
Yeah.
I noticed even with you, like, I mean, you're practicing what you preach, because a lot of these, I remember when I first followed you back in, June, I think?
Right.
These images are exactly the same, and you're still getting brand new comments. And even here it says 1 follower gained from this post. So you're getting new comments, new followers, new connections, just off the same, there's a few new ones you've added over the time.
Right.
More or less the foundational images are pretty much the same.
It's pretty much the same. And because, what I did right now is like I have, let me open my folder. I have like a 2026 here. So this is a 4 projects I'm working right now in 2026. And this one, it's my internal project that I have all the assets, right? And the footage, I have all the projects. So I have the clients when I have the projects, right? And inside that, I have all the scenes separated. So I built myself like a library of assets. So now, I don't need to think about it. For example, this making of stuff. It's like now I don't need to think about it. This is the thing, right? For example, I have this case study right here. Let me just shut up the volume. You know? So it's a case study. So now what I need to do is like, I just need to go and publish this. So I don't need to think about it. So, and think about it, it's like in one project, I have 20 items plus steals. So 29 items in one project. You see? So I go to another one. I have 29 items. Right? And so on and so on. In this one, I have 9.
And it's evergreen.
Right. In this one, I have more in this one because I didn't put all of them. And also, you know, have an asset folder that there are gifts. Just gifts, just to have something quick, or have some steals. And I have 111 items. 110 because this is, I think this is a rubbish thing. I have more than this. Let me just remove these temp files. Okay. So you see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't need to think about it too much because I've built it. I spent the time building this stuff. So if I go there and I click it, I'll say, okay, this one will work. And because I have the battery of stuff, and now I will say, okay, this one will work for this type of post, or this one will work for this other type of post. You know, it's like, and I know which one will work for what, right? So if I go with ChatGPT and I write down the post, now I write down the post and I say, oh, okay, maybe this post is come to this one. And that's basically what I did. And you go there, you go to the home, right? And you start a post. And, you know, I will put exactly what I do. Weekly roadmap creation. No, because 3D content for marketing. Okay. And I have this prompt, and what I do is like I copy all of it to a folder that's called Majestic Post 2026. Okay. Okay. So I have a list of posts from my ICP. You see? And I put these posts right here. For example, the difference between showing a product and selling it. So I go here and I create like a GPT that is called Majestic Content System. You following? So I create a GPT. I go here, I open it, and I say expansion mode. And I put the short post. If I want a long one, because I do short and long, okay? Expansion mode. So he's thinking about it, and now he's writing down the post. See? So the difference between showing a product and selling it is not creative polish, is intent, right? Showing a product explains what it is. So now, boom, 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 super ICP related. Go here, and I just put here. Of course, I need to like polish it a little bit because I don't want to be so obvious. I'm just showing the framework because I think it's important for you can understand, you know, how easy it is when you have all the assets. It's almost like you're cooking with all the onions cut, with all the carrots, you know, with everything there. So for example, I like this. It's intent, what it does. Most still work here. And I can just boom, boom, boom. Lame, go ahead.
I don't know if you already talked about this, but and sorry for the voice.
Oh, what's going on? Are you good? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm better. I was very sick this last week.
Oh my God. Sorry, man.
But no, it's fine. So my question is, when you approach the client, you use Pedro Gallardo or Majestic?
What do you mean?
Because you are posting in the I have a problem. I don't know if it's a problem but I think it is. Like I think if I start posting about my studio, all the studio and agencies, my client will run for me, you know.
Oh, they would
So
think you're competing with them.
yeah, I feeling, because I'm in the practical way, I'm not competing because I'm super small. It's only me, right?
Mhm.
And the studios I work for are big. So, but I don't know. I have this fear. Let's say it's fear, and it's because of this I'm asking, when you're like Pedro stopped working for studios, or do you do both?
Right.
Yeah.
Good question. Really, really good question. I mean, basically, LinkedIn works as a personal brand. It's almost like a mix between a person behind a company, right? It's like
Okay.
people buy faces. That's the truth. They will not buy logos. They buy faces. And I think I have a question for you. When you approach to these studios, do you approach as Lamech, correct?
Yeah, when I am working for studios agencies, yeah, Islamic.
Okay. Let's think about, on the other hand, let's think about your owner or studio that is more positioned in the marketplace. And now you need to hire some freelancers. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let's think about this. So you need to look for freelancers. You need to look for creatives that can work on your project, because you're full on and you're just selling projects and you don't do the work. You just manage the work. Now, let's say Karan. Karan is your guy that you have been working a couple times. Okay? And he's really good. The price is good for you. And you work with him. Okay? You following?
Yes.
Okay. What happened if he start doing posts about his studio? What happened to you? What do you think about it?
Dude, I don't think it. I don't know, man. Because don't consider myself a cheap person. I will be happy for Karan, you know.
Okay.
But
Good.
I work for very cheap person sometimes. So yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Perfect. That's a good question. So the fear is from those cheap bastards like they will not call you again. That's the fear, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But that's what you're losing. But
Sorry.
that's what you are losing in this equation. But what are you winning?
Yeah, I hope how can I explain? My decision to jump to the studio format, let's say, is for work, continue working hard, but like cut the agency in the studio of the process, because it's so overwhelming. It's crazy sometimes.
Right.
And I have family, and I want time to spend.
Okay. So what you're
Yeah,
winning is flexibility and higher projects.
yeah,
Okay. So you're losing cheap bastards and you're winning more time and flexibility.
yeah, it makes sense.
Will that be a good equation?
Yeah,
Okay. And on the other hand, if Karan, if you're not a cheap bastard, right? You're really good. And Karan now that you're working with is launching a studio, right? Do you think that he's a threat, or do you think like you're happy for him that he's doing it?
I'm definitely happy for him.
And even that Karan contact you, say, hey, because this is the thing. Every relationship will grow with honesty mode on.
Yes.
Even ChatGPT is better than honesty mode, right?
Yeah.
Like every relationship will grow in honesty mode. Why this is good? Because if you launch a studio, your service, I mean, the good human that you are, and a polite and really great human being will do. A client, it's been amazing working with you. I wanted to tell you first that I'm launching a studio, but our work relationship is not changing. Our work relationship is still the same.
Okay.
But I'm putting this new adventure in my life that I'm really happy for it. So if Karan, think about this. Karan sent you that message. And then he launched his studio. What do you think about it?
I'm happy for him. I think we can keep it continue to work if I have a, because in the end of the day, he is not my competitor, because I have this range of clients. They will have, and Karan will have the range of his clients too.
Right.
So this is the way I think, if Karan, it's a very good doing. We are in a good relationship between me and Karan. I definitely will keep this in mind, because if my studio grow, I will need people to do the work for me, right?
Exactly.
So it don't make sense at all. I just put Karan out the side because he have a studio too. Even Tanjiro, when I work for Tanjiro, they hire some studios too to do the work for them,
Because they know they're solopreneurs, right?
Yeah, because
And Jonathan, you go after Lamek, sorry.
so yeah, even the big studios do this, so this is not a big
threat.
problem. Yeah, a threat for them, right?
Right.
So yeah, I think my concern is only because I have some cheap clients, and they are recurrent to me, but to be honest, if this is a price I need to pay for my studio, like Rise, I think is that okay?
Yeah, I'd also like to add something else. Well, two things that came as you were talking, Lemek. The first is that sometimes we underestimate how much leverage we have, because those cheap bastard clients, as Pedro would say, those ones, probably they're more dependent on you than you are on them. That's a possibility that you need to consider, because if they're truly as cheap as they sound, and they don't sound very generous, they're probably sticking with you because they're getting a lot out of the relationship. And if you were to say, hey, I'm starting a new studio, where would they go where they could get that same benefit?
Right.
There's something in that relationship that keeps them coming back. And it's not just the fact that, I mean, of course they like you because you're a likable guy, that I know, but also like, it's probably because they're like, wow, we're getting such a bargain with this guy. Let's keep coming back year after year after year. The second thing is, there are people out there who are looking at your work, most likely, and they're like, gosh, we really would love to hire this guy, but he doesn't really, like, it seems like he only works within studios, and we don't have an internal team that can help manage him and put him into a role and such. So when you now put forth and say, hey, I have this studio, I have this, solopreneur venture. They're like, oh, he's got his SOP set up, he's got his system set up. We can just bring him on, and that will open, I assume, that will open doors for you where before it's like, okay, we can't slide him into a team because there is no team. But now it's like, oh, he is the team. That's perfect. Let's bring him on, because we always wanted to keep seeing his stuff on our timeline. We love the quality. Let's bring him in. So it'll open more doors than it shuts. And the ones that it does shut, that's kind of a good thing. I mean, I think about, friends who, say, for example, you have friends in your life you grew up from young, and you talk to them and say, hey, man, tomorrow I'm moving to the big city. I'll be away for a little bit, but this is a good opportunity for me. You'll have some friends who are like, hey, man, just don't forget about us. We'll come by and visit. We'll hang out. How could you abandon us? We'll never speak to you again. Of those two friends, which do you think is really one's a true friend and one is like not really a loss? Because if all they want is for you to be unhappy and stay in the same area that you all grew up in, is that even really a friend? I think in the same way, when looking at clients and opportunities, if someone is mad because you're getting good opportunities, that's a blessing in disguise, because it shows you the character of that person. Oh, I thought you were for me, but you're really not. Wow, thank God. All right, I know not to put too much stock in what you say or do, but then the people who are excited and oh, now I think of a friend, he could use your services, let me reach out. Like, those are the people who you're like, oh, awesome. So a loss in that case is not really a loss.
Right, that's really good. Hey, Karan, go ahead. You're muted.
Okay. Yeah. I had this client which I, worked a couple of projects with, like back in the mid 2025. We did a couple of projects, and then I was like, well, your prices are too low. And he was like, your prices are too high. I mean, that one day I decided that I'm not going to, under price for that project. And he was like, your price is too high. And I was like, my renders pay a significant part in your sales. So I think this price is pretty reasonable. And I thought he would, increase his, budget. But since September, we haven't talked.
Right.
And because he says my price is too high. And, the thing is, I guess in the December, I saw a different guy's post saying that brand has good visuals, and the CEO of that company was like, "Yeah, thanks a lot. We have to letting the team know for the good work." And I saw my renders in that, and I was like, I was clearly adding value, but he was just not able to pay. And by the end of these people do like wrap up, like 2025 wrap up. And he posted his wins. I mean, I support him. I'm not, talking to him in a negative way, but I'm saying that his main thing was we got funding and we spent 0% of that funding, and we are selling this all with low marketing. Like, that's, I mean, a big part of him. Like, if you open the LinkedIn, he will show the reviews of products by client satisfaction. I mean, that's good. I'm like not talking in a negative way, but he's like, that's why we spend so less on marketing.
Right.
So like, I gave him like really, really good, renders with like $40, $20 and stuff like that.
Right. And this is the thing. I mean, I have been hiring people too, and finding out good people that is in your price range and is working for you, no matter what's going on in the world, if that keep the same client vendor relationship, I will not lose it. He had the dreams to go to the moon, but if we can still like working with projects, I will be happy. It's like, doesn't matter. I mean, when a business relationship is set up and that business relationship is not changing, nothing outside the other people's world will, if nothing will change in that relationship for the client in this case, it's the same. Like, why should care, right?
Yep. Yeah, it makes sense. Can I ask another quick question?
Yeah, And let me ask you one question, Lemek. Are
Yes.
those cheap bastards? How much percentage of the income is from you? Is like are there for you?
Yeah, this is the problem. It's like 40%, I
It's
think.
like 40%. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big piece, you know. This is my fear, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I have some emergency, let's say emergency money for the transition. So I think I'm good. I think like I said, I think it's a price. If it's a price to pay, I rather to pay the price because
Yeah.
I'm a little bit tired to work with these people too.
Okay,
You know,
good.
it's
That's a good motivation.
it's freaking overwhelming. Yeah.
Okay,
So
let me ask you a couple questions because I understand where you're going, and let's be responsible on this. We don't need to be irresponsible on this
Yeah.
area, right? Because it's really important. First of all, if you communicate your transition and you say that your relationship with them is not changing, basically what you're saying is like I will make higher prices from now on, but we as this relationship will maintain the same, right? If you communicate that to them, they will be appreciated that you communicate that to them. So in the example of Karan, how do you feel if Karan sent you that message before he launches studio? How you feel, you as a client?
I feel good. Yeah.
Okay, why?
Because he's showing me some consideration, some
Exactly. So that's first thing. So doing responsibly is to communicate what you're doing and not doing behind the scenes. Like every relationship that you do things behind the scenes is not last long, right?
yeah, but I will do a contra. I don't know the English word for this. Contra argumento, and I don't know if it's Spanish is like that, but
No, that's good.
Like counterpoint. Yeah, counterpoint. It's like almost the same.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
yeah. So my thing is, you are a nice guy. So you are putting the terms. If the other person was nice, but I think I could do this, and because I need to do my part, right? So hey guys, this is what happened. I'm open the studio, blah blah blah. I really think the answer will be for some of them will be, hey, so now you're competitor, right? So I don't know. This is kind of relationship will work for us because we need they go to the emotional. We need someone can fight our fights or wear our t-shirts, you know. So this
But you can say those things. You can say if you think that's important to them, you can say those things. I'm not removing the t-shirt and the company. I will keep fighting hard for this relationship, for every project. Like you can do that in communicating that too.
yeah, I maybe is my pessimist to talking right now, but
yeah. That's one part of the question. Okay, yes, sometimes people will not understand, and when you lose some people that is really bad, like behave, right? But at the same time, as you mentioned before, we don't want to be responsible. So for step one is to communicate in the best way possible, to put in objections up front.
So,
You know? So all these things that you're saying to
me,
me are objections. For what? Okay. Jonathan, do you want to say something?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that even like if you know, as I think you even touched on it better than me, Pedro, but like if you know that these are gonna be potential objections, you can even kind of like downplay
Right.
the role of what you're doing. Like, hey, you know, we've had a great relationship for 5-10 years. I'm starting off this small little thing off on the side. You know, it's probably not even gonna take too much of my time.
Right.
It's just starting out, and just so you know, you'll see it probably on LinkedIn, or you'll see it in my email,
Right.
signature. But it's just, compared to what we're doing, it's not anything very much. I just want to let you know, so when you see it, you're not panicking or going, "Oh, what's Lemek doing?" It's just a little thing I'm starting to, reach a
Right.
few small clients here and there. And when you kind of downplay it and you kind of uplift their thing, chances are they're like, "Oh, yeah, Lemek, he's starting like a
Right.
garage sale of 3D." It's not even that big of a thing.
And also it's important, as Jonathan mentions, like write down possible objections and put them on the message. Almost like the 8 Mile Eminem style, right? When he described everything that was bad in his life, so that the person has no power to have some argument against him.
Yeah, it was crazy. Okay, yeah.
So that's step one, okay? That's step one. Step
So,
two is, you want to say
So
something,
like
Karan?
yeah, so like what you mean by is like when I gave him a higher price, I should let him know that the relationship is not changing.
Right. I mean, in your case, it's different because I think you're worth 10x what you're worth. So let's talk about that later after Lemek, okay?
Okay.
So step one is that. Step two is a middle step that I don't know if you are competing with them in the same industry. Okay.
So this is just a little observation. A little bit, because this kind of studio pick some watches and jewelry
Okay.
things too.
So you're
So
competing with them.
Yeah, in the same field. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's put numbers, because every decision without numbers is a foolish decision. I will ask you a couple questions and we'll put numbers on this equation. Is that okay with you? Are you comfortable for it?
Yeah.
Okay. So step one is that communicating. Step two is a race because you're competing with them in the same industry. And step three is what you said before. If you have money saved for, let's say, 90 days or 4 months, right? Like financing those 40% profit that you can potentially lose, right? Those are 90 days or 4 months to acquire that 40% back. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the math right here. And this is the fun part of business. So let's do the math. We'll do it right here. Okay, so are you comfortable to share numbers with us?
Yes.
Let's do it. Okay, those 40% of clients, how much money it's monthly?
It's roughly 4K.
Okay,
USD.
4,000. 4,000. So those 4,000 is the 40%.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
And I like 444 number, so I'll put it there. I don't know why, but I like that number. Okay. So do you right now, those 4,000 potentially lost, right? So you will be around 6,000 a month.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So those 6,000, can you live with this 6,000?
Yes.
Okay. So is you're not getting too much profit, so you're getting almost even in the life expenses, correct?
Yeah.
But you still can cover your life.
Yeah, I could cover my life easily.
Okay. Okay, excellent. That's even better. So, but at the same time, you say you have some money saved. So probably you have, I don't know, let's say you have 10K saved.
Yes.
Okay. So you have 10K saved. Those 10K is 2.5 months of this 40%. But because you can live with this, right, you can just put this 10K, right, just for emergencies. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So you're not getting the lavish lifestyle of a 10K a month, but you can live, right? But what happened here? It's like, okay, this is what I'm losing, right? This is potentially lost because how many clients are these 40%?
I think it's 6.
6 clients.
Yeah,
Wow. So you work a lot, man.
a lot.
Yes. Okay, good. How many hours are those 6 clients to you monthly? How many percentage of work?
So it's not like, I don't know if we can agree like this, but they are seasonal, you know.
No, I know they're
So-
seasonal, but if you need to summarize everything in 1 month, let's say, because for example, I know what my client is take me when I take some project with them. Probably you know that too. So how much of your time they will take?
You mean if I divide by 6?
So they have the 60% of your time. Roughly. Or maybe half, I don't know.
Yeah, because how can I explain? When I say I have this is 6 clients, but I do like 1 project per client per year, you know?
Okay, that's really good. So you have 6 projects per year with these people.
For these people, yeah. So
Right. That's really good. How many each project cost?
then usually let's say roughly 10K
Okay, 10K. Perfect.
because I work day rate for them, right?
Okay, you work day rate. So
Yeah,
10K day rate,
yeah,
but how much? So it is the day rate is 600, 500?
yeah. My day rate is 650.
Okay, 650.
Yeah, but like I have a month I work the 20 days full,
Right.
but I have a month I only work like 2 weeks, you know. So
Yes, no, I understand. And you have good prices. That's really good. So you position yourself in a really good moment, but the problem is that you want more flexibility because
Yeah.
this day rate stuff, it will get you stuck for 2 weeks and you feel like you cannot escape from those 3 weeks. Even like if you go out like 1 day will be a disaster.
yeah, this is my biggest problem is the schedule, you know.
Exactly.
And the other big problem is one client I have like in Canada, the other client it's like New York, the other client's like
Right.
LA, the
Right.
other client it's Australia, you know. So
Right.
I never have a life.
Right.
No.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand pretty well. And because and that's the price to pay to get 10K a month in this way,
Yeah,
right? To do 10K a month, charging daily rates, it's possible, but it's exhausting.
yeah.
Right.
So I rather earn 6,000 and
Yeah, no. That's
have
one
a-
way to go. That's one way to see it. Hey, I will reduce my expenses. I will live simple, right?
yeah,
But that's what I'm saying is that's one way to start, but I will show you why the numbers are not lying. Okay. So you have 10K project, let's say 4,000 each single month, right? So how much do you think they will sell a project if you cost them 10K? So let's say double. Let's say they sold like a project for 20K.
oh, for the studios.
Yeah.
I think 3 of them, yeah, double. But I think the other 3 is like 10 times more.
Oh, okay. So it's between
Yeah.
double and 10x.
Yeah. So
Okay, let's
one
say
of-
like
one-
let's say
one
like
of-
3x.
one of the studios from New York, it's knowing what I know right now about business, is no chance the average project's 100K, you know?
Kudos to them, right? Great,
Yeah.
really great. Awesome. They have good relationships and they have a good position.
Yeah.
Kudos to them, right? Really good. Okay, let's say you are around the double and 10x.
Okay.
Let's say 3x,
Okay.
right? So let's say they sell the project for 30K. right?
Okay.
But in terms of timing, you yourself, if you pay yourself, you make this project for 10K, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's think about this. If you sell this, right, and you yourself take this to make it, what is the profit?
Mm, I charge 30.
Yep. So 20K profit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This 20K profit is after you work on this. So basically, think about it. You use Studio, you hire yourself,
Okay.
you do the work, but instead of getting 6 projects a year, that is 60K, how many projects do you need per year?
2.
2. And that will reduce how much of your time?
Oh Lord. I think it have.
You see?
Yeah.
So even if you sell like a 20K project, even just go double and just say 20K project. Okay, I will say 20K project because my students are well positioned yet, blah, blah. But you need 3. So only in this option, you're saving the 50% of your time. And because you're managing the project, you're not forced to work in an entire day. You say the deadline will be February 14th, let's say. And then you need to just match the deadline. Are you there? You
Yeah.
passed
Yeah.
out?
I'm,
Are you
yeah.
amazed? Okay. What I'm saying you here is like, okay, yes, you can lose this in the short term. Let me put another color. You can lose this in the short term. And you can still live with the 6K. So you will not be in red numbers. You just need to stop dining out, let's say. I don't know, right? Or stop saving the money that you have been saving this far. But, right, in 90 days, what you need is what? Or let's say in 1 year, what you need is 3 projects of 20K to cover the same thing.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. No. This don't sound impossible. Yeah.
Sounds possible, right? I mean, if you charge 10K for studios and you say that some of them even is a 100K project, these luxury brands, probably if you charge 30K, they will be really, it's possible. It's really possible.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So let's do, let's clear things out. And this is why numbers are really good in this case, okay? And I will just put it right here. Okay. So cons, right? And pros. Con, you lose 40% of income, right? What other cons do you have? None of them, right?
Yeah.
Pros,
It's only about money, the problem.
earn time, flexibility, right?
And
And
I think the another pro it's open new doors too.
what is it? What is what?
Open the new doors, like Jonathan said.
Opening doors, new relationships.
Yeah.
Okay. And potentially earn the, let's say you do like 3 projects a year, earn the same money. And work with people, work with better people. You see? What do you think?
Sorry. Yeah.
No worries about the kids, man. I had 3, so I'm so used to it too.
No, I because I was a coffee.
Okay. So,
But yeah, though, yeah, now looks more interesting.
it is, and it's also more challenging.
Yeah.
Why is more challenging?
I have another point
Right.
just coming my mind. These 6 clients, they are like with me until now. I don't know what will happen tomorrow, right? So maybe tomorrow they vanish. Either way, they find another Lamech, a more, like, let's say, more cheap Lamech, a more, right? So yeah.
So the cons is a commodity, so they can disappear.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, you don't have control of the equation. You don't have the control
No, I don't have.
of the relationship.
Okay. Yeah, and the pros, you can put creative control too.
Right. And the thing is, like, you really wise in terms of financing, because you have money saved and you can still have a living with what you are, even if you like lost this 40%, you can still live.
Yeah.
Yep. That's, I think it's no-brainer decision. I don't say this easy because, I mean, this is the thing. Being an entrepreneur is scary. It's not simple.
Yeah, but be a freelancer, it's scary too. So
Yeah. Actually that's what I say with the people that works on the studios too, because I mean, having a job. I mean, this is the thing. Everything is a risk.
yeah,
Being an entrepreneur is a risk. Being an employee is a risk. Doing post in LinkedIn is a risk. Don't doing post is a risk. Talking to the woman is a risk. Don't talk to the woman is a risk.
yeah,
Like, everything is a risk.
yeah. Nothing is guaranteed. Yeah,
Nothing is guaranteed, and everything is risky. Like, doing something is risky. Don't do something is risky, right?
yeah.
So you just need to choose what level of risk do you want.
Yeah.
Hey, Arjun, go ahead.
Hey, hi Pedro. Sorry, I joined in late, so I'm just asking questions here. So the thing is that Lamech is trying to get less clients but more high-paying clients and remove the lower-paying clients. Obviously, the pros are that you earn a lot of time and get into a lot of relationships and earn the same money. But the whole challenge is that how is he going to expand? Is he going to do more outreach? Like, what is the solution to this? I mean, how does he?
That's what we talked in the beginning. So let me go into the customer journey. And let me go to the customer journey. This is the customer journey for any company, okay? Not just this.
Okay.
And this is accurate to 3D projects on the creative project. So how brands go and make and make the need for the audience to purchase what they have. What they do is marketing, right? So they go to the market. That's the meaning of the word. They go to the marketplace. They show up in the marketplace. Correct, Arjun?
Yes.
Okay. The question is how you are showing up into the marketplace. The first question is, if you're showing up as you serve everyone and you don't have an ICP specifically, right now what you're doing is like you're competing with all the work. It will be harder. Do you think more doors will be open if you don't niche down? But the reality is you don't niche down, you compete with more people.
That's true.
Okay. So first thing on the marketing is to define who you serve, define your audience. And if the audience is rich, even better, right? If you sell things to the rich, it will be easier. It makes sense?
Yes, 100%.
In this case, Lamec is selling things for luxury brands, right? So they have money.
Yes.
That's not a problem. That's why they can spend 100K in a campaign and it's nothing with them, because 100K is just a necklace to them. It's just a couple of watches, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and this is why money attract money. Why? Because if you do like a high-end campaign and you sell luxury products, now you have more money to make higher-ending campaigns that will give you to sell more luxury products, right? It's like that's why money attracts money, because it's being used to, you put the money into the work. So what do you need to do in terms of your marketing to get clients? And I think it's the time to appreciate platforms like LinkedIn and to appreciate that you don't need to send emails, appreciate that you don't need to go door by door. Before, because I'm 41 years old, so before, you need to have the relationship like playing golf, going to the barbecues, having the same last name, going to the country club. That's how you build relationships. That's why it was super hard for people to go into this business in the past. Okay. Now, in the present time, you have 2 billion of people using LinkedIn.
Right.
But we don't appreciate that. We think, oh, because it's free, we think, oh, okay, it's just another thing. But we don't realize that everything that we do in the platform, and if we're consistent, that's the only thing that you need to worry about. As Alex Hormozi said, and let me put this pretty straightforward to you. The best projects, the best projects are one offer, one client, and one platform. Why? Because of the law of conservation, of the law of energy. I said an example before that I want to repeat. And let me get that example, and I will explain you the entire project journey, and the call is over. You have one knife with a specific peanut butter amount, and you put that peanut butter in a bread. You have a good bread of peanut butter, healthy, really good, tasty. You go to breakfast, amazing. But you have
seen this example.
Right.
I think you have covered this example before. You say you put the same peanut butter on multiple breads and it becomes thinner. Yeah.
That's why this thing works. One offer, one client, one platform. Because you're putting all your focus and energy into just one thing.
One client, you mean one ICP, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now that you understand this, and you really understand this, now you go to the marketing. So you go to the outbound. So you accumulate ICPs into your feed. Why? Because in LinkedIn, if you post something, it depends on the people that is connected with you and the algorithm of the platforms, and someone will see what you have to offer. Does that make sense, right?
Yes.
So the only thing you need to worry is to create 3-4 posts a week and to max out the LinkedIn connection requests. That's your market.
That is what Lamec was already doing in his work.
I mean, Lamec, let me give you your perspective, Lamec, but for you, posting is more profitable than outbound, right? Are you there, Lamec, or you're...
Lamec, you're on mute. Probably.
Okay. I think I have been talking to him, and I asked him the same question, and yes, because he's doing a lot of posts, he gets a lot of leads from the post, even like past clients from agencies. And why this is true, because it's nothing that science cannot back up. Okay, why this is true, and I was showing you before. Okay, because with one post you can have where's this today? Okay, let's I can go to the post right here. No, okay, no. How can I go to the post? Okay, notifications. Okay, so with one post you have 1,129 impressions. It's almost like 100 more than when we start the meeting. So why this is important? Because you go to analytics and you say, okay, it reached 700 members, right? In a 5-minute effort. And if you go and see the replay, you will see how I create a post to make it, schedule it, and to be efficient into this, okay? Because it's not, you just need to be present for people. You don't need to have the perfect post every single time, okay? So 700 people is reached in 5 minutes of effort.
Yes.
That's why inbound is more relevant than outbound, because it's more scalable. But
Right.
outbound is still important because you need to add your ICP and open conversations to relevant people every single day. That's your marketing. What is your marketing? 3-4 posts a week, and max out the outreach, the connection request on LinkedIn, and forever that is connecting with you, you send DMs. That's your marketing.
Yeah. Okay.
And be grateful for these platforms. Like really, you need to be
Definitely.
grateful for the platforms. Like that grateful state, it will give you the motivation and the action. Think about if you don't have this. Think about if you don't have LinkedIn. Think about this, man.
Yeah, as you say that, I'll have to go meet people in clubs and all, golf clubs. Yeah.
And also, you don't have the world. You have your local thing.
Yes.
You see, it's like you are open to all marketplace. You're open to the entire world. And that was not possible 6 years, 7 years, 8 years ago. That was not possible,
Yes, totally.
right? But we don't appreciate, and what you don't appreciate, you don't value, and you don't take the action. So the first thing is to be appreciated, like be grateful for this. And say, man, I can be at my home. You don't know if I'm using underwear right now, right? You don't know, right? I don't know if you're using it. You even
I
don't
am.
have the cameras on, right?
I am
my,
on the
my
underwear.
face
Yeah,
is
what
looking
makes
very
it
bad
underwear?
right now.
Dig
So.
through
Hey,
that.
Are you
Dig through
having
that.
more? Are you having more success in the inbound, right, with posts?
Yeah, inbound it's when the clients reach us. Yeah.
Why? Because I explained before. Okay, so that's the thing. What you need to worry then? Max out connection requests. Whoever is connecting with you, send DMs and make 3 posts, 4 posts a week. For a marketing, that's nothing, man. You're not paying ads. You're not investing nothing, just your time and just your creativity.
Sorry, I don't know if you talk about already this. I need
Yeah.
to leave too because my kids. But
Go ahead.
one thing I noticed is LinkedIn delivery posts like months ago. I have something seen my post from November.
Yeah.
So I saw Karam a question at the beginning. So if you post like last year job again, LinkedIn will deliver it. It's the 30, yeah, it's the 30% rule. So I'm having some conversations because the post, to be very honest.
Right, exactly. That's it.
So I didn't close any deal, but I am definitely striking my network.
Exactly. And this is the thing. I let me show my folder again. This project, Portugal project, has 6 years. This project right here, I did it 6 years ago. 6 years.
Evergreen.
And I'm still posting it. Why? Because it's still relevant. You see, it's 2009, 19. 7 years almost. You know? But it still is relevant. Why? Because it's pretty good. It's decent. It has some, you know, simulations. Some things are useful for the industry. So, you know, it's not the best work ever, but I don't care. I don't care. It's not, I detach my ego from this. If you think I'm not good enough, I don't care. I really don't care. You see? So, and at the same time, each post, how many members reach? 700. How many followers I have? 11,000. It's 8%. How many times I can post the exact same thing? 10. How many I will do? 20. Right? Because I don't care. Because the only thing I care is to be in front of top of the mind of my ICP. I don't care about all the artists and their egos and if they think about me. Like, I really don't care. You see what I'm saying? So that's what Lamek's saying. It's like, you can repost whatever you do 1 year ago you think is good, if you think is useful. It makes sense?
Absolutely.
Okay. Perfect. Now let's try to finish this this customer journey. Okay, and we're just in marketing part. So okay, I don't know if one call will, but this is huge because this is the thing that it will get you clients. This is the thing that will get you calls, and that's the most important thing right here. Being in front of your clients. That's the most important thing. And on the DMs, you never pitch. Remember, you never offer nothing. You don't offer. The DMs are not for offering stuff. The DMs is to spark curiosity and interest to be in a call. This is the mindset, guys. The DMs are not to sell nothing. You don't sell nothing. You don't offer nothing on DMs. It's nothing more annoying than someone that offering you something in the DM. You don't do that. Erase it. DMs are to create a relationship, to talk to you, to your ICP, and to be a nice person. And to be at the service of the other person. Why? Because this is the goal. Having a call is the goal. Okay? Is that clear? Put some emojis on the chat saying, I will not pitch on the DMs. I will make a t-shirt and say, I will not pitch in the DMs. Yeah. Okay. So after that, in the client call, you say the budget. You don't say the budget on an email, on a DM, on a text message. You say the budget in the call. You say the budget where? In the call. You don't waste your time. You're not in the proposal business. You are in the creative business. You're not in the business of sending proposals. Don't waste the time to send a proposal without knowing their budget. If you know their budget, if you have 50K, send 1,000 proposals. I don't care. But if you match, if they match what you need and you match what they need in terms of money, now you have a relationship. That's how a business relationship is established, with transparency and with the budget, like a match. It's almost like Tinder, right? What you offer and what they have. You see? But you talk about money on the first meeting. Okay? Put in the chat when you talk about budget. Go ahead, Arjun.
Sorry, accidentally pressed the.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Yeah.
Put in the chat when you, okay, good. Put in the chat when you talk about money. You don't want to waste the most precious thing that you have in life, that is time. Time is infinite more valuable than money. And that, I think that answered also your question, Lamek. Time is infinite more valuable than money. Infinite. Your time is the most precious asset that you can have ever. And actually, this is the thing, when you offer into the marketplace your time, when you purchase something, it feels heavier because you're buying it with your time. So for example, you buy a car. Right now you think about, okay, the car is 1 year of work. I don't know, half a year or 3 months of work. So you paying it with time. But when you paying it with creativity or profit, that equation is different. And spending money feels different because you're not buying with your life. Okay? So after the budget is approved in the call, you set up like a following meeting for what? To check the scope of work, the SOP, the SOW, the scope of work. Go ahead, Karan. You can see the recording later on. So you agree in the budget on the call, and then after the call, you send the scope of work, and you set up another following meeting to check this scope of work. Okay? Now, if they don't agree with the budget, what you say is you follow up. You don't lose that client. You don't lose that relationship. You're still sending some things to them. Meanwhile, hey, nice, Merry Christmas, blah, blah, blah. We're working on this, cheap bastard, blah, blah. You see, in one moment, they can decide and they say, okay, this is the time I want to invest. Because sometimes they're not cheap bastards. Sometimes they don't have the budget, and that's fine. That's fine. Okay? Now you have the signed scope of work. Okay? Now you have the signed scope of work. You receive the payment, and then you start working. That makes sense, guys? You don't start the work without a signed scope of work or a payment. You don't start. This is for new clients, right? For existing clients, it's easier because you already trust them, they already trust you, and you can just start working, and that doesn't matter, right? But this is for new relationships, right? Now, what I recommend is that you create a job board, something that the client can see daily progress, and that way you skip a lot of things in the meetings, and then the weekly meetings are really smooth. Really smooth. When you have daily progress on a job board like this, like Milanote, and let me show you how a job like board is looking. So for example, I have the about project, I have the technical questions right here, and now we have the script and all the technical questions, and you have the chats, and you can talk about them specific things. You know, it's like, yeah, it's really simple to have a job board like this, and the clients feel into the job board and they comment and all of that is really simple. It's really simple. So you have here, you have the templates in Milanote. This is a template that I just filled out. You have the key contact, the brief, everything, right? Okay, why I'm saying this, I think it's here, yeah. Because a job board, it will create the daily progress so much easier, and it will create the weekly meeting really smooth. Okay, it's easier just to instead of communicating by email, that it can be a pain in the ass, and you can scroll the email and you can say the revisions that you have in the 8th email on below. That, yeah, that's really hard. Okay, after that, after you do really well job, you sign off. This is a meeting, guys. This is not an email. Why this is a meeting? To sign off, to deliver the project. Don't deliver the project without a meeting. A 50-minute meeting. Nothing more. 10 minutes even. Why this is important? Because in that meeting, you get a testimonial. So you record the meeting, you say to the client, hey, do you mind if I record the call? Yeah, sure, you do it. Oh, no, you don't record it. Doesn't matter. They will say yes 99% of the time. So you have this meeting sign off, and in that meeting, you have what? Put it in the chat. I need to know if you're taking attention. You have what? Good. What do you have in the last meeting? Okay. Great. Why do you think a testimonial will work? Go ahead, Jonathan.
because it
okay.
gives it's a marketing thing. It helps us in marketing our projects. We can post their testimonial on LinkedIn, and we can attract, I think, similar ICPs because
So to be disorganized, let's raise the hand, and then we can go like and on the first one to raise the hand for talk first. Okay, Jonathan.
It's essentially you're doing word of mouth, which is the most effective form of marketing, but at scale. So it's someone who maybe your ICP looks like them, seems like that same type of person, and they're like, "Oh, that's me," and he had that experience. He has a product similar in my.
That's the key.
Let me reach out. Yeah, it's word of mouth, but at scale.
It's word of mouth at scale, and because the point that you made is the perfect, exact point that why it's working. Because human beings have this psychology that this person look like me, and he's doing this. I will trust more if someone else is doing it. You know. So, for example, if I'm a Latino, right? If I see a Chinese people, it's like, hey, that's cool. But if I see a Latino saying it or a Chilean person saying it, I was like, wow, that's even deeper, right? So when you have a more big of a testimonials, let's say ethnicity, and almost like woman, man, young, old, whatever, where you have a more variety of archetypes inside those testimonials, more people will fit in. And this is a like virtual loop, right? This is a virtual cycle. When you have more clients, more work, more testimonials, more people, more client, boom, 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 and start getting big. So the harder part is the beginning. If that makes sense. Start something is always the hardest part. And that's when a lot of people quit. But the only way to win is without quitting. The only way to lose is quitting. That's the only way to lose. Hey, Jonathan, go ahead.
I have a question because I was looking at the flowchart, and this like clarifies a ton. Thank you for setting that up. But the question that I had as far as because you said daily progress to the Miro board, and then also the weekly meetings. Yeah. Have you had ever a situation where maybe the person or the client wasn't really looking so much at the Miro board, and so they came with a lot of questions? Did you use something like Loom Video to get by that, or like what was kind of your approach? Okay.
Yes, Loom videos are amazing. Let me show you this. I'm working with a client that is using ClickUp. Oh, you're not seeing it. Give me 1 second. For me, Loom videos are the way to go. Like, they're really good. They're really, really good because you can put a question like in seconds, and they can see what you're saying, and it's more efficient. You see here we have a discussion right here, and what I did, like I just sent them a Loom video. You see? Always use Loom videos. I always use it.
And it's almost like sharing your workstation because I see like you have the full After Effects file. Just, hey, I'm thinking about cutting it down to 45 seconds. It'll look like this. And so instead of them having to come over to your desk like they would in, if you're over
instead
there.
of rendering, sending it, they will send you the time code. And yeah, it's like,
got it. Perfect. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, man. No worries. And this is the thing. And this is when, a testimonial will give you what? Will give you what? Will give you what? More marketing assets. And this is the virtual cycle. Okay, guys. Need to go right now. But last questions, anything you want to add? I hope this was good. I mean, I put this on open call because I want people to know these inside calls that we have in the in the premium version of this community. Sometimes I put this last thing, and if I wake up and I say, okay, this wants to be open call, it is. If not, but I appreciate the time here. If you have any more questions, I have like 3-4 minutes. So yeah, you can answer them. Diego, go ahead.
Yeah, just There's a question. This is just about the 90-day program thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm so on after like week 5. There's like nothing showing for me. Like,
Yeah, man, I need to send this week 5. I'm late on that. So
okay,
my
that was
apologies.
just me. All good.
No, man, no. I have all the things recorded. I just need the editor. I need to edit it myself because I didn't get the chance to get someone. So yeah.
Oh, no,
But I
no.
will put like week 5, 6, and 7 at the same time. So you have a lot of materials to go for it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey Arjun, go ahead.
Hey, hi, Pedro. I wanted to know something related to my portfolio.
Mhm.
So is it the right time to ask?
You can make a post. Let's do that. Make a post with your portfolio, with your goals,
Okay.
and what you want to achieve with the portfolio, and that
Okay.
way I can take a look at more deep way, and I can answer you back on the post.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I'll ask them. Okay, sure.
Perfect. It will be easier because also you have more people that can say, things.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you want, if you still have some doubts, we can check it out on next Thursday call.
Okay, sure.
And you can also DM me the portfolio if you want a more
Yeah, sure.
personalized, and I can record a Loom video.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool guys.
You're a pro user, and yeah, I mean you're superstar in Loom videos, obviously, as always. Yeah.
So, is this clear, guys?
Yeah.
So the hardest part is the marketing.
Yes.
Está arriba del blanquito. The hardest part for us is the marketing part.
Yes, that's the
One
hardest
offer,
part.
one client, one platform. And the other thing that's hard is to start working with the payment. A lot of people have afraid to this. And don't be, because good clients will commit. If a client has a hard moment to send you the payment, that's a red flag. Probably you don't want to work with those guys. I need to be honest. Okay? But also get what your gut is saying to you. If your gut feeling,
Yourself is somewhat reliable.
and the only way that people can trust you is you are at the service again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
Right.
And again. When you show up 100 times, when you create this post, this thing, this marketing for 3-4 months, you will be so consistent that the people will say, okay, I can trust this guy. Consistency creates trust.
Mhm.
Okay, guys, need to go now, but see you later. This will be
Cool.
recorded
Yeah.
and published and all that stuff. So yeah, it will be in the vault. See you later, guys. Have a
Thanks so
wonderful
much.
week. Have a wonderful week. See you
Have an awesome day,
on the
Pedro.
water.
Bye.